The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors, and guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They go play action with Willis.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
3rd down, it's Willis.
Forced out to his left. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Come on. Hey.
A 1st down carry for Henry. He's got it to the 43 here.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7,
Willis. Caught by Woods.
and he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls or setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hope we'll get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Taken from just outside the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Play fake. Here's Willis.
This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Willis.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Henry up the middle.
Credit the defense there to Quay Walker, getting behind the line of scrimmage before they can rip off any sort of a gain.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Willis looking to throw it.
Touchdown! Robert Woods, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Parkey with the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Find out. You got 58.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Willis. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here we go.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. It's caught by Hooper. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 22. 51 yards on the ground for him so far.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
They'll run it with Jones. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
Come on. Hey. That's all easy.
They go play action with Willis.
Rolling to his left. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. An inside give to Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Jones.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Packers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that trims the lead down to 9.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
The ball comes out. And this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this first half. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Rodgers.
That's taken in by Watson.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Rodgers going to throw.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the...
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Willis. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Now, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Willis.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Parkey is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Henry running right. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Henry. We'll get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Now Willis on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers
got Dobbs over the middle.
The 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Dobbs,
73 yards.
And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed, speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. From the 39, Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan. Down inside the 10.
Touchdown!
Robert Tonyan.
39 yards.
And the Packers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it all the way way to the end zone.
They'll look to throw. Completed the run. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
To throw again on second down. Willis. And caught by Henry. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From just shy of midfield, Willis. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Rashawn Gary, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Yards that time on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Rodgers now to throw. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he's going to have the Packers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 7-yard line.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
91 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd and 7, Willis, Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
3rd down, it's Willis.
That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
118 yards rushing for him so far this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Now Willis.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Willis to throw. Pass caught by Hooper.
Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Willis, gotta have this one.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things in this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And
cop a chain again when the QB chain birth moves chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous more that you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring.